Hello, this is Brian back again. Video number 10. Was going to make another video about something other than politics, but watched the debate last night, the first one with Clinton and Trump, and I have to say that was a huge disappointment. I feel like I wasted my time. Didn't like the format, the 90 minutes straight through with no breaks. I thought that was bad. Because I always think of breaks if you get into a bad, mode, like the attitudes and the temperament of things. I feel like if you have breaks, it'll kind of change that up and you get a little bit of different flavor between the breaks. But this was just bad from start to the end. And there was no breaks to, artificially change the tempo and general attitude and feeling of it. So, bad format. The moderator seemed like he was debating with Trump, but he didn't debate really with Clinton. So I didn't like that. If he's going to moderate, he needs to moderate, not debate. Clinton was arrogant and making stuff up and lying and just being like she always has been. She was very scripted. One of the things I found was kind of interesting was that she wore red and Donald wore a blue tie. And I like that. I hate this whole blue and red. I don't like trying to associate one color with the other party. That just seems like gang mentality to me. And I noticed that, 20 years ago. They started to do this color representation of the different parties. And so that was the one thing I saw that I liked, is they switched that up. But Trump was all over the place. He didn't give good answers. He was like a bull in a china shop, just thrashing around with his from this to that, and just, oh God, it was just horrible. I was really disappointed in his performance. And he did answer some questions, and then some questions he went so far into and so many little different rabbit holes, it was hard to keep up with where he was going. So I got the impression that if you were not following things and you didn't know the history of, especially like with Clinton and what she's done in the past and what she's been involved with, you would have come away thinking that Clinton won the debate just because she was so well scripted, and I don't know, she stayed on topic better than Trump. But I don't feel like anybody won. I feel like the audience and the voters are the losers of that debate. What can you say? And Jill Stein, let's talk about some of the third parties. She was there, apparently, was trying to get in with the press, and she was outed by, I forget, somebody in the press outed her, and she got arrested for trying to crash the debate. Kudos for trying. I always think it's great for third parties to, risk being arrested to fight for their right to be in a debate, which I think they should have been in the debates, her and Gary Johnson. So I guess Gary Johnson didn't try. I would have had more respect for him if he would have been there with Stein and tried, like with Bagnarik did in 2004. He attempted to get into the debates and was arrested. But Gary, coming off the heels of the Aleppo comment that he made and looking like someone who wasn't informed on international politics, who desperately needs to be sending out he needs to look presidential. He needs to look like a legitimate choice. He's on Morning Joe sticking his tongue out and talking with his tongue and his teeth to a reporter. Just really acting bizarre. It's just like, how do you take this guy serious? In fact, let's just watch a little piece of this right now.
Libertarian candidate nominee Gary Johnson for what can only be described as unusual at this exchange. Take a look.
And do you think if you were able to get on the debate stage that you could pull even with Trump and Clinton in these polls?
I do. And it wouldn't have anything to do with my debate performance either. It would just be that people would recognize that there's another choice, and that there would be an examination of me and Bill Weld as who we are and what we've done, and not based on that. I think I could stand up there for the whole debate and not say anything and emerge as a leader.
He really did that?
It's never happened to me in an interview before, but...
Okay, so how can you even vote for this guy? He's a joke. I don't even with Trump. I mean, I'm still going to vote for Trump, but I have to say that his performance last night was piss poor, and I just feel kind of depressed this morning after watching that debate, and I just feel like we're screwed. I'm like, maybe we need Kevin Spacey. His character in House of Cards is he's a bad guy, but at least he's got some charm. There was really no charm at all in that debate. It was just the worst thing I've ever seen in a debate with people at that level, supposed to be representing, the top tier of the political process in the United States. Oh, I just think how far we've fallen. I don't know, man. It was just a freaking joke. You're just kind of at a loss of words when you're watching that. It's just like, oh. I really, really feel that we're past the need for representative democracy, republic, voting for people to go represent our needs. It's just fraught with too much corruption and cronyism and bribery and blackmail. Just sick of the whole lot, and the people who strive to go to those positions are scoundrels, and on the most part people you probably wouldn't want to invite over to your house. So I don't know how it's going to happen, but I would like to see something more direct with communications and internet. And why can't we just all vote on our own stuff? I believe you do need a Bill of Rights, some sort of something to withhold the tyranny of the majority against the minority, like the Bill of Rights is supposed to do, so that you do have your rights that cannot be trampled regardless of whether you're in the minority or not. It protects, your freedom of speech, your freedom of protection, which is the Second Amendment, freedom of assembly, freedom of, not the right, you got to have due process, and, blah, 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 all that. We need that, definitely, but we do need something that's more like a direct democracy and get rid of these stupid representatives that don't represent the interests of the people anymore. But hey, maybe it will change. I don't like this internet thing going on. It's supposed to switch over to the ICANN as being their own, without the oversight of the U.S. government. It's supposed to be going to an international body. I don't think that's a good thing. I think the internet's fine. Don't change it. If it's not broke, don't fix it, kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm just rambling here, but the debate was just a disappointment, and Trump was really disappointing, and Clinton was just a snake, like just ugh. So yeah, we've got Gary Johnson, who's just a freaking joke of a clown who, I don't know how you could seriously vote for that guy. And then Trump's thrashing around and like a bull in a china shop. Clinton is a demon. Like Bill Clinton said, she's working as hard as a demon.
She's worked like a demon.
I believe it. She's basically a devil. Can't vote for her. And Jill Stein, I have to say, she exhibited more principles by trying to crash that debate than anyone else previously mentioned here. Although I don't agree with her politics, I have to give her some kudos on that. But I just feel like there are so many better qualified people out there that that's all I got to say. This is just disappointing.